So, I've been coding with JavaScript for a while now, and if there's one thing that consistently comes up, one thing that's a fundamental building block for pretty much everything you do, it's arrays. They're everywhere. But here's the thing, a lot of us, myself included, sometimes just stick to the basics. You know, push, pop, maybe a simple loop. We get the job done, but are we really being efficient? Are we writing clean, readable, and powerful code? That's the question I started asking myself, and it led me down this rabbit hole of exploring the full power of JavaScript's built-in array methods. It turns out, there's a whole toolbox of methods that can seriously level up your code. We're talking about transforming data, filtering it, manipulating it in ways that would otherwise take lines and lines of clunky code. It's like having a set of specialized power tools instead of just a hammer. And the best part is, once you get the hang of them, they're not just more powerful, they're actually more intuitive. You start thinking about what you want to do with the data, not just how you're going to loop through it step by step. In this video, we're going to do a deep dive, a full tour. We'll go through the essential methods one by one with clear, simple examples. My goal here is to give you that aha moment for each one so you can see exactly where it fits into your own projects. We're going to build a solid foundation that will help you access, manipulate, and transform arrays effectively. By the end, you'll have a complete mental map of these tools, ready to build cleaner, more efficient applications. So, grab your editor and let's get into it. Alright, first up, the most fundamental property of any array.length. It's simple. Next is .push. This method lets you add one or more elements to the end. The opposite of push is .unshift. It adds elements to the beginning of the array. Now, for removing elements, the method takes the last element off the end and returns it. Similarly, removes the very first element from the array and returns that value. The method is a newer, cleaner way to access elements by their index. Need to find where something is? Well, it gives you the first index of an element. To just check for presence, returns a simple true or false. Super useful. Okay is a big one. It creates a new array by transforming every element. So just as it sounds, the method creates a new array with only the elements that pass a test. The method checks if all elements in the array pass a specific test provided. And, is its counterpart checking if at least one element passes the test? So, the method is pretty direct. Basically, it changes all elements to a static value. Now, as a powerhouse, it executes a reducer function to get a single output. To merge arrays together is your go-to, and it doesn't change the original arrays. The method does exactly what you'd expect. It flips the array in place. The default method sorts elements as strings, which is an important detail to remember. Need a string from your array? Connects all the elements with a separator. So, when you have nested arrays, the method creates a new array with all the subarray elements. It's really handy for simplifying things, honestly. The method is perfect for getting the first element that satisfies a condition. Super useful when you just want that one matching value. And if you need the index instead of the value, has you covered. It's a great way to quickly locate where something is in your array. So the classic method converts an array into a comma-separated string of its values. It's a pretty straightforward way to quickly see what's inside your array. Then it's kind of like toString, but it actually respects local conventions for formatting, which can be super helpful if you're dealing with dates or numbers that need to make sense in different regions. The method is non-destructive, which means it doesn't change your original array. Instead, it extracts a shallow copy of a portion of an array, letting you work with just the part you need. but, is the powerful one. It actually changes the contents by removing or replacing elements. So, how do you check if something is actually an array? Well, is the right way. Finally, it creates a new array instance from an array-like or iterable object. Alright, that was a lot, but we made it through the entire toolkit. From simply checking the length to complex transformations with, and you now have a much clearer picture of what's possible with JavaScript arrays. The key takeaway here isn't to memorize every single method perfectly. I still look them up sometimes. The goal is to build a mental framework, to know that when you face a certain problem, like needing to filter data or transform it, there's very likely a clean, built-in method designed for exactly that purpose. Moving forward, I'd encourage you to challenge yourself. The next time you're about to write a loop to manually build a new array, pause for a second. Ask yourself, could I use or here instead? This little shift in thinking is what separates good code from great code. It leads to applications that are not only more efficient and performant, but also significantly easier for you and other developers to read and maintain down the line. That's a huge win. So, take these examples, play with them in your own projects, and see how they can streamline your workflow. The more you use them, the more they'll become second nature. It's all about building that muscle memory. Mastering these methods is a concrete step you can take right now to enhance your coding skills and become a more effective developer. It's been fun breaking this down with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.